Hey T Squad, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with a new All Tea, All Shade. What is this? Real Housewives of Potomac Season 8, Episode 3 review. If you have not checked out my first video in my Exposing Diddy series, it is up right now, and you do not want to miss it, honey. 50 Cent back in 2010 did an interview where he stated he'd himself saw with his own eyes pictures of Cassie being penetrated by another man. You have to listen to the full audio that I have, child. Check that out after you watch this review. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you who hit up the Zeus Network on my behalf and tagged my name for their new scripted series that they're going to do on their channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, you guys. You guys showed up and showed out for me. I can't thank you enough. And if you haven't been able to go over to the Zeus Network IG page, please go to their post where they posted Zeus Scripted and tag my IG handle at Keisha Irvin, KeishaErvin. We need to get my content over there on that channel. Y'all know I'll get it on and popping for y'all. So thank you again. I love you guys immensely. Okay, now let's get into this review. So we pick up where we left off last week with Karen pulling Robyn to go have a conversation. And surprisingly, Karen does not go in on her, which I really wish she would have, because Robyn is still Roberto. Ain't nothing about her changed. She was very honestly nice to her compared to how Robyn did her last season and been doing her for the last 8 seasons. So Karen just simply asks Roberto, do you have an open marriage and is the marriage legal? And he says yes. So Karen was like, all right, that's all I wanted to know. Can I expect the same from you on how we deal with each other? Meaning I will only speak facts about you, not lies. And here go Roberto. I mean, you started it. And see, that right there is why Karen should have went in on her from the beginning, because she ain't learned a thing. What you mean she started it? She didn't start nothing with you. You started with her. And she giving you grace by not going in on you for everything that you done lied and did. See, that's why I would have shown no mercy to her. And I'm wondering when they gonna finally start going in on her, because ain't nobody holding her feet to the fire about what she did. And I'm starting to look at them all sideways like, what's the tea? Why y'all being so nice to her? If it was the other way around, her and Gizelle would be dragging y'all for filth, bringing it up every time they could get a chance to. So why are y'all holding back on her? Stop being nice to that man, that he-man woman hater. Anywho, so Karen was like, you the liar, not me. So at the table, Ashley asks Wendy about her new show that she's working on, a new talk show. And Mia makes this face like, and Gizelle just sitting there trying to act like she's so unbothered and uninterested. Girl, let me tell you something. Giselle cannot stand Wendy Osefo, honey. She is bothered by that lady, child. No matter how unbothered she tries to act, her trying to act unbothered shows us how bothered she really is. So Wendy talks about the show, and you know, the girls are just kind of sitting there kind of like making faces like she kind of like doing too much or whatever. And she was like, yeah, it is a very highly intellectual type show. It might not be for everybody, because she's seeing like the feedback she's getting from these haters at this table. So somehow, some way, the drink throw from last season comes up, and Wendy says that after the reunion, Mia went online talking crap about her. So Mia was like, you can't talk about women's empowerment when the moment you get a chance to beat someone down, you beat them down. Why not be uplifting to me, Wendy? And Wendy was like, because you're slow. I can't uplift you. You're too low down. And I was like, yes, Wendy. The only one coming in this season with the smoke, like, whoever wanted can get it. Like, she ain't holding nothing back. And I was like, that's the type of energy I need for the rest of y'all to be on. So Gizelle just sitting there. So Roberto, after that, talks to Nneka. And child, why the producers gonna play this creepy music? Dun-dun, dun, 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 when Deborah walked by. I was like, y'all are so shady, honey. Um, they then decided they're gonna get together, to get to know each other better at some point. Back inside the house, Wendy invites Ashley to her son's communion in front of the other ladies. And here go Roberto in his confession of times. If she was trying to be funny and try to get back to me for last season when I didn't invite her to my thing, then it didn't work. If she did that. Girl, don't nobody want you and your negative manly energy around them on such a special day. Get on my nerves. So then we see Gizelle take her daughter Daffodil shopping, child. But all I could concentrate on is when did Daffodil turn into Billie Jean is not my lover? Why was her face so light and ashy looking? Like, what kind of foundation she had on? Like, baby girl, that is not your skin complexion. I don't know what was going on right there, but I'm like, please get it together. Your mama had a whole makeup line called Hues, and she ain't tell you to put on the right hue, but okay. So we then go to Wendy and her family at their home, and I peeped that Happy Eddie's hoodie. It was actually really dope. Like, I think I want to buy one. Like, it was really fly. And her and Eddie practiced communion with the kids. It was a really cute, funny scene. I actually really enjoyed it. I loved it. We got to see Wendy being funny and playful and everything. It was just a really cute thing to see this beautiful chocolate family and see a positive Black family, you know what I'm saying, of a family filled with love. Because y'all know I couldn't stand Wendy at first, could not stand her, but she has slowly did a 160 and gotten me back to liking her. She then tells Eddie about the Nneka situation and how Ashley told her that the girl was saying her family was into this one thing about, some negative stuff with their culture. I don't want to say the wrong thing, and how the girl was coming for her PhD and all this stuff. So Eddie was like, well, I don't think that's somebody you want to be cool with. She was like, exactly. I don't even know this girl. Like, why is she coming for me? And once again, Ashley then started something. Once again, her and that refrigerator she called her forehead. Like, oh my God. So Karen visits Mia at her apartment in the sky and hugs the kids, but don't hug her. Child, I hollered. So Mia tells Karen that she can't make up with Wendy because she's always saying some slick-ish. And she was like, the slow comment that she made towards me really bothered me because of my son having a speech impediment, learning disability or whatever. But Karen was like, I get that, but she doesn't know this about your son. So come on, girl, you reaching. You are reaching. And like, you of all people that said some horrible things on this show, like, Mia, get somewhere and sit down. Please stop. She called you slow, not your child, you. And you are. So Wendy meets with Candace for drinks, looking fabulous in lavender. I must say, Wendy then stepped her style game up. She been killing it with these outfits and the hair and the makeup. Like, go ahead on, Miss Wendy. So she invites her friend, Kirana, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Kierna, aka K. We gonna call her K, child. But I don't think that they were ever really friends. She's a friend to the show, whatever. But old girl business is literally down the street from the restaurant they were at. She's really pretty girl, everything. Meshed well with Wendy and Candace. So Wendy tells them about the Nneka situation. And Candace was like, girl, did Ashley tell you this? Because if she did, then you got to side eye and question and do some fact checks. You can't believe nothing that come out of that girl mouth. And Candace was right, child. Read it for what it was. Then we see Karen meet up with Ashley to go get fittings for outfits to wear to the communion. Because, you got to be a little conservative. And Ashley ain't trying to have her titties out because, she got new boobs. Karen tells Ashley that she told Candace that no one mentioned her at the housewarming. And she says in her confession that she sees when people are trying to ice her out. she sees it. Like the girls are trying to ice Candace out by not even mentioning her. And you know that's what Gizelle and Robyn, and that's what they own. That's the type of time they own. That's because they know that out of everybody in this group, Wendy and Candace gonna eat y'all up. Karen will give y'all grace. Karen only will mess with you when you mess with her. You know what I'm saying? You gotta rile Karen up to get her on you. But I can so see them trying to ice her out this season. So Karen then tells her about Mia being offended by Wendy saying the word slow. And even Ashley in her confession was like, that girl don't care for real, but she gonna use this as an excuse and drag it. And I was like, well, at least she honest about it. So Ashley then tells Karen that she suddenly remembered that she mistold the information to Wendy about the Nneka situation. Girl, you ain't forgot nothing, ain't did none of that. You knew exactly what you was doing when you did it. You started some mess. You started it on purpose. You knew exactly what you were doing. You didn't mistake anything because you were not drunk. You knew exactly what you were doing. You started this on purpose, and I'm sick of Ashley and her antics. It's really old and played out. Okay? It's so tired and late. So late. And I wish that instead of Nneka and Wendy going at each other, they would have went at her. But that ain't how the cookie crumbled. So it's the day of Wendy's boys' communion, and once again, Wendy served a look in white. She looked absolutely fantastic. That dress was chef's kiss. Ashley come with her titties out anyway, child, and tells Wendy that she misspoke about the situation with Nneka. And Wendy was like, but you told me verbatim that she said this. And baby Candace was like, I told you. Like, I told you. So Candace in her confession gonna say Ashley is a lie. She's a bold-faced lie. That's why her forehead is so big. It's a whole lot of lies and secrets up in that dog, child. So they then ask, no, I'm sorry. So Nneka and Robyn meet up for lunch. And she mentions how at the housewarming, that wasn't her first time meeting Wendy. She had met Wendy twice before, and she was kind of like put off that she was acting like that was the first time they ever met. And she said that she actually came into the situation thinking that Wendy was going to be aggressive towards her because, before I even get into that, you met her twice at two different events. Okay. We don't even know how far apart these events were. What did you want her to do? Be like, hey girl, good to see you again. She probably don't even remember the fact that she said I met her like once or twice, but like, what did you want her to do? She said, hey, how you doing? I like your outfit. Like, I feel like you making a mountain out of a molehill. Like, I feel like that was a bit much. But then she says, like I said, that she expected Wendy to be aggressive towards her when they met. And Robyn was like, why? She was like, because her older sister, Ivy, had been contacting her husband's cousin, who she's friends with, and said that I was using Wendy's name to socialize with you women. She was calling me all kind of names, saying I was a clout chaser and she needs a restraining order. Not a restraining order. Then she said that Wendy mama then called the husband's cousin, and that she started off super creepy, asking the girl, like, have I ever prayed with you? And then she said it was a sin to use someone's name, and that she has a shrine, and that's where she put people's name. And she was like, this woman done put a hex on me. So Robyn just eating it up. Oh my God, this is crazy. Now I wonder, did she put a hex on me with all the stuff that's happening to me? No, the stuff is happening to you because of your steroid abuse. Let me stop. So Robyn was like, I know you're from the same culture, so is this normal? And Nneka was like, no, culturally, we're supposed to be sisters. And I'm like, Nneka doesn't know at this point that Ashley done lied on her. And that's where this energy is coming from. Because Wendy took that information as soon as she got it. She was feeling some type of way, took it back to her mama. We already know how her mama gonna react. And then that's why it's gotten to where they was reaching out to her sister Ivy's friend, who is Nneka's husband's cousin. You know, I don't feel like it was handled the right way, regardless if Nneka said it or not. They shouldn't have been reaching out to this girl cousin with all of that. Like, how about you, Wendy, just go to the girl and ask her, was this said? Period. Don't get your mama and your sister involved. You should have just went to her on your own. But now, because of Ashley, this is all blown out of proportion. And what could have been a potential cool friendship has now blown up in smoke, all because of Ashley lighting the match. And I hope they light her ass up. Overall, I'm gonna give the episode, I'm gonna give it a B-. It was a good episode though. Y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought. Let's make sure that you guys thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.